over 4 years, 2 dozen veterans got up on stage and performed in drag, and most of them had never been on stage ever in their lives.
Or in drag.
Yeah.
Little post-traumatic stress disorder therapy.
It was definitely art therapy for them, and they all got laid.
They all got laid?
They had a ton of fun. They were
I know,
quite
right?
into it.
Where were we?
Well, as a drag performer myself, I've met so many people who are doing drag for all the wrong reasons. Just kidding. No, but drag is a lot of fun for a lot of people, and I'm a gay man, believe it or not. But when I dress in drag, I'm doing it for whatever.
Money.
For fun and maybe a little money. But there's a lot of straight men who enjoy dressing in drag, and I thought that was pretty exciting that they're living their fantasy. So more power to them.
Look who it is, it's Tarantula.
Oh my God! Joining us today, Diego. He did the flyer for our show every year, and they're always amazing.
And I'm Sam Kale, and I've actually known Steve since the 4th grade.
No.
Yeah, we've actually been collaborating ever since then, really,
Oh my
on stuff.
gosh.
And I was friends with him when he originally joined the military. He called me from boot camp the day he got out. Like, oh my God, this is so horrible. They're so homophobic. They're racist, and I'm gay. I'm finally coming out, and I'm gay. And so I was like, oh, great, this is awesome. And
You were like, me too.
yeah. And now we live here together, and I came up with the idea, and I have a pretty strong theater and music, audio background, so we helped brainstorm ideas together, wrangle people, and I did a lot of things like audio editing. I wrote speeches. I actually wrote a whole play that we didn't have time to put on, which was good because it went way too long. And what else? I performed one time. I was actually a lead drag queen subbing for Lady Bear, who didn't show up. It was the song "Listen Up" by The Gossip, and it was actually my idea to do this song. And I knew the song very well because I was actually in the music video of that actual song by The Gossip. You can watch, see me. So I went and I did it. And it was really fun. That was my favorite part of all Make Drag Not War.
And your mom was in the audience, so that was very special.
Yeah, my mom came this past year, and it was fun to have her.
It was really cool to see the diversity, actually, of who was in the audience and what was going on, just because it's a unique event where it is veterans and it is drag performers and, performance artists. So looking in the audience, I was like, wow, there's a lot of gray-haired folks and some other trans people, and it was definitely a really nice, diverse crew. So kudos to you guys for doing that.
My mom is actually queer, and she's on the Seattle Public School Board, so it was kind of funny.
Cute.
Hey everyone, I'm Lollipops. I was a part of the Make Drag Not War by a friend, Beyoncé Grouse.
Yep.
And I performed, all of a sudden that night, all of a sudden it was just like, this queen, that queen, that queen. The other queen was like, you gotta be in my number. So I ended up being in a lot of numbers that night, and I'm always the one who's always helping out and trying to just make everyone's performances, good performances, and support everyone, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it.
So my name is Mother Chukka, and I perform all over the city all the time and do a lot of stuff. Steven reached out to me in the 3rd year of Make Drag Not War and asked me to close the show with a particular number that I'm going to do here later.
It was so good. I loved it. It was so awesome.
When it came to the 4th year, he asked me to think of something else to close the show and close the whole series, really. And I came up with another piece that I think fit really well. So it was really an honor to be part of it and to work with the veterans and to work with the whole cast. It was super duper fun and just a thrilling experience all around.
Yay.
My name's Dominique, and I'm a friend of Sam's, and I do music and perform, and I was in a punk rock band since 1977.
What? I love that.
So Sam wrote this piece, and he invited me and Rotimi and some other people to, just do the spoken word part.
That was really poignant. I loved actually the diversity of the numbers because everyone sort of brought like a really unique, different spin on it, whether they were doing the war thing or something creative or whatever. But that was like really poignant. You guys, wrote that very well, and it was very moving to have that like pause in the event. So I loved that and appreciated that.
Or if you get heckled, I know what can happen. It's like,
Your outfit was a little distracting.
I think they just thought it was a witty comment, not exactly
I
heckling.
know. I took it personally.
I didn't think it was that witty.
Okay. But yeah, so I had a really good time, and you know what I hate though? When you're stuck backstage and you can't see all the performances, so I'm actually really excited to be able to see Mother Chuckles' performance.
So I'm Trangel Lansbury, and I joined on the second year, and so I made the flyer that year. And then on the third year, I made the flyer, and then I helped Rial in his performance. He's about to be doing a little performance of his own tonight. And then this last year, I did another flyer and had a performance with my boyfriend Wrecking Ball, and we did a little. Well, you'll see what we did. What up, man?
So it's me, Joe Cautious again. I was actually kind of a random performer at the last minute as well.
Steve didn't even know that he was doing it. Didn't even see it.
I was a friend of artist Malcolm Drake, and who was emceeing that night, and he was able to give me a slot. But I had heard backstage with all these wonderful performers what the cause was, and I immediately jumped on it. I mean, I'm all about trying to bring awareness. It was right before election too, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
the piece I did in particular was this was a huge election, and I just wanted to be involved in the movement and making people aware of what's going on in the world, and I was just grateful to be a part of it, and all you guys are awesome, and I actually snuck and saw all you guys perform, and it really was just an amazing show. It very eclectic and just very powerful. A lot of people it was awesome to see people come together and just be moved. I thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, I actually was also in Make Dragnet War in the last 2 years, and I was part of Rial's 2 years ago, which was super fun, and then Rotimi's, I guess, he was doing the other group one, and then this year we got to do a Bubbles themed thing. You said something about wanting a floor of
Poppy bubble.
Poppy Bubbles,
Right.
so I did my
Yeah.
best.